One Piece, welcome back! It is time for episodes 4, 12, 413, and 414. 3 episodes we're doing today. Sometimes when I do 3 episodes, there's part of me that's sad sitting down because it's not 4 episodes, but I do think it's good to like go 3 episodes, 4 episodes. Like it's good to not have everything be 4 episodes because then I get a little bit of variation. It helps me with my, because I do a lot of videos. Like, it may not look like it when you just look at this channel. It's like, yeah, you do One Piece, you know, you do the equivalent of 1 episode a day of One Piece. That's not that much, right? But I also do, I tallied it up. I think in the last week, I've done like 17 episodes of shows for videos. Like and 17 episodes overall, and that's not just watching them, that's, you know, editing them, rendering them, putting the full-length versions up, making the thumbnails, doing the meta, all of that stuff all takes time. So there's a lot of stuff I do. So sometimes having 3 episodes of One Piece, it shortens that time a little bit, but it's still sad whenever I get to the end of it and I go, oh, normally I'd be watching 1 more episode, but not this time. But yeah, today we are doing 3 episodes, and we are in the middle of, I don't know if it's called this, but the Amazon Lily arc. I haven't really looked up much about these arcs, but I've now heard people say, like that the, you know, this Saobody Archipelago. See, I can pronounce archipelago, but I can't pronounce the other one. Saobody. That wasn't, you know, that was an arc, and people called that an arc, and people have now, like I've seen in comments, talked about how it's like a beloved arc, like it's pretty much, you know, widely recognized as a great arc, which makes a lot of sense. And also I've heard people say that it's still like, you know, just setting up for really good shit to come, and that it's not, you know, the high highs of that this saga will reach. Probably, I don't know. Like, it's just crazy because that to me was a near perfect arc. It felt like it didn't overstay its welcome. It was surprising the entire time. It had crazy lore drops, had some of the most satisfying moments of the series so far, genuinely. It was really cool. Like, honestly, like the only thing I would have docked it down for is that the location, the setting wasn't interesting enough for a long period of time, but then they weren't in it for a long period of time. We thought they were going to be. I thought we were gonna spend a long time there, but we didn't. They changed it up. So it was perfect. It's like, oh yeah, this maybe would be good for this many episodes, and then it lasted that many episodes. Genius. Absolutely genius. I'm so happy about it. But yeah, now we're on an island full of women, which we know how much I love those things. Don't take that clip and use it for anything. But yeah, we're on an island of women, which is awesome. And we just met Boa Hancock, who is a warlord of the sea, and she's a female warlord of the sea, which I'm pretty jazzed about. And I think we ended with Luffy landing in her bath and her going, "Did you see it?" for something on her back. Now I wonder, what is that thing on her back? I did a bit of speculation last time, but I'm not super confident in that speculation, but I'm still proud of it. I'm happy I came up with it, but I don't think it's what's gonna happen. We're gonna jump into the episode and find out. Make sure you support the video and the channel if you can. This is a small channel. Everything I do is small. This is a small channel, so support the video if you can so that other people can hopefully find it. Share it with other people who like One Piece related things, so that, you know, hopefully other people can join this channel and I can continue doing this, because I want to be able to keep doing these One Piece videos for the rest of my life. So make sure to do that, and to go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can get the next at least 16 or so episodes on there right now. So it's gonna be some banger episodes on there right now in full-length version. Go check it out. All right, that was a lot of intro, even though I didn't need a lot of intro, but I ramble. Some of you guys like when I ramble. I'm sure some of you don't and stay silent about it, but I understand. Let's move on to the episode. This is episode 412 of One Piece. Woo! I wonder if there is genuinely an anime OP that I've watched so much. Like that I've watched this much. Life is adventurous. Be aware it's dangerous. To the west, to the east. Gotta find my way and sail away all the way to One Piece. Okay, recap Rubik's. If you are new to this channel, the recap Rubik's is a Rubik's Cube that I do whilst the recap is going on. And my goal is to beat the recap. Go faster than the recap with my cubing skills, if you can call them that. Damn, I was so close to finishing there. I was kind of speeding up towards the end, but I messed up a few times. Okay. Oh my god. They didn't even make the doors big enough for those two? Okay, those two can certainly recognize a man on sight. What is it? Oh my gosh. Oh, you confused it for, yeah, Foxy's slow beam? I guess it is similar. Okay, it didn't work. Does it only work if you're infatuated with her? That means it would work on me. Is Boa just assuming like, well, he saw me naked, so it'll probably work? Or he's a man and I'm hot, so it'll probably work. Yeah, that she did think just because she was in the bath. Oh. You're shooting a kiss at him? Damn, he's so lucky. That woman's got a weird look. Looks like a beaver. Oh my gosh, she's got a strange laugh as well. Well, you just had your chance. So all these people can use Haki enough to imbue their arrows with it. Or are the arrows like pre-imbued with Haki? That's the granny, yep. That sounded like Nico Robin's voice actor. There was one earlier that I thought sounded like Nami's voice actor as well, but... Damn, I like the look of that shot though. The composition and I think animation of that shot looked really nice. Oh shit, that was cool. You hungry? Oh, there's Luffy's wanted poster on there. Yeah. What was that below it? Damn it. I might have to go back and look. Holy shit. She's more accurate than all the soldiers. Oh shit. Damn. That's crazy. Aphalandra is so cute. She's one of my favorites. Like, by favorites, I mean favorite characters in this show. I love her. She's my current obsession. Maybe mention Kuma? Don't know if it'll help, but... This is interesting. Oh, and how are you feeling about it? You got close to him a little bit. Is she gonna like stand up for him? Is she gonna shout out or is she gonna get up? She's shouting out! Huge! Damn. This is brave as fuck. She's putting her life on the line here. I don't know if Boa cares. It feels like words won't be able to convince her, but I don't know. Yeah, like, right now all the harm he's caused is because you've been chasing him. Oh, man. Be careful, Margaret. I don't want you to die for our cause. Oh. Oh. Oh, her friend's jumping in to defend her. Avalandra can't possibly get low enough to show respect. Oh my god, I'm so scared of what she's gonna do. Maybe we're gonna find out that she's actually, you know, somewhat merciful, at least towards her own kind. But the problem is Luffy's also seen her back, and that's the other main reason she wants to kill him. You can punish me by stepping on me if you want. I'll take that punishment. Or? Is this real? I'm still scared. Okay. I'm still scared. Everyone's blushing. Or is she infatuating? Oh no. Is she infatuating them so that she can use her thing on them? Her beam? Oh no. She's gonna turn them to stone. No! Oh no! Why did it have to be Avalandra as well? Why couldn't she have stayed in the stands? Oh. Shit, man! I'm really upset about this. Bacula? Are you gonna fight for it? You're gonna fight Bacula? Which is an animal. Okay. Alright. Well, Luffy's a pro at beating up animals. He is a monkey. Oh my god. Alright, here we go, Luffy. Punch Bacula in the fucking teeth. Oh, oh my god! Wow. They're actually genuinely really shocked by that. I guess no one's ever been strong enough to do that. Oh. Oda has been nailing the satisfying punches lately. And you know what? Let's give some credit to Toei as well. These punches, Luffy's punches lately have been so satisfying. I don't feel bad for Bacula. I'm sure some people will because Bacula's an animal. Oh man. Oh, this is really fun. Luffy would forgive you if you were remorseful, but he won't forgive you for your beauty. Well, maybe that's true. Sample size of 1, and that's true. Oh, if you're gonna fight these two now? Man, they have such weird designs. Oh no! Oh, they're like snake. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. They're like Zoan type devil's fruit. But they both have the same one or similar ones? Okay, well, great episode. I'm actually really loving this arc. Oh man, this show's so good. It's yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where like right now One Piece is like doing a good combination of firing on all cylinders, and the story matters a lot, and like I'm far enough into it and obsessed enough with this show that I care so much about these characters that it matters more, you know, like it hits me more. But yeah, this is great. I'm having a lot of fun. And I mean, as I said, this arc feels like it was made for me. Excuse me. Like, I mean, I've always had if there was like one thing that I kind of have a problem with in One Piece, yes, but also like other shows and stuff, is whenever there's generic background soldier type characters, you know, the grunts of the series, it's almost always like 95 to 99% men. And so like in this show, it's like whenever there's like a pirate crew, it's like, and they're just showing like generic pirates in the background, it's mostly men. And same with the Marines, like you're showing generic Marines in the background, it's pretty much, it's all men, you know? So all men Marines, all men pirates, but then when they have like a line or two, or they're like an important character of some sort, then it might be a woman, you know? So like I don't feel like the show has a problem with not representing women. It's just like, and this is just with so many shows out there, background characters. I just want more female background characters, especially in the cooler roles of the background characters, which is just like the fighting grunts and stuff. The live action did it well. The live action had background, like Marines and stuff were there were women Marines and stuff, which I thought was very cool. Like the when Nami goes into the map room to steal the map or whatever, and she comes across a woman in there who tells her she can't be in there and stuff, and it's just like I just like that there being more. Anyway, the reason I'm bringing that up, I'm not just bringing that up out of nowhere, it's because we're on this island of women and all of the background characters are women, so it's like it's making up for all of that almost. Like there's literally no men in the background, and I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think it's just like a nice little way to like almost comically balance it out. Anyway, great episode. I like Boa Hancock as a character right now because I, as a simp, am constantly wanting to see her redeem herself almost, or see the softer side of her, or like I'm constantly looking for that, you know, that sweetness in her. And that's kind of part of the manipulation, is like they want that scene to trick you of her going like, I like honest people. Stand, rise, you know, I forgive you. That whole thing, like they want that to kind of work despite the fact that you've seen she's a bitch up until that point. But, you know, if you're like me, you'll be going like, oh, you know what? She's going to come around and she's going to be like on our side eventually because we love her and she's beautiful and all that. But that's the point. It's like she gets away with so much shit because she's beautiful. And so, so it works really well that she uses that to her advantage and then, you know, and then does whatever she pleases. I don't know what I want out of the character. I don't know if I want her to eventually come around and work with us. I mean, I do want that as like a viewer, as like a fan of her character. I would love to see more of her, and a good way to see more of her is to have her be on our side. And I also would like, you know, when you like a character so much, you do want to work with them as well. So same with Perina, right? I love Perina. and I want her to come back but be fighting with us against someone, you know. But at the same time, if they keep this version of her going and she's actually just a bitch the entire time and like despicable like other warlords, not all of them but a lot of other warlords have been, you know, Gecko Moria was despicable the entire time, Crocodile was despicable the entire time. Like, these characters aren't characters that they're planning to redeem. These are characters that are supposed to be evil so you can hate them, so you can beat the shit out of them and it feels good. Like, I was definitely angry at Boa in this episode, but also like I was angry at her because she did my girl wrong. Well, I keep having to check her name because her name isn't super easy to remember. It's Afalandra. Because there's Afalandra and there's Margaret. I love Margaret as well. And then there's the other girl who I don't have her name written down. We don't know as much about that woman. No, wait, that's Sweet Pea, isn't it? I think. Maybe we do. Maybe I do remember her. Yeah, I think it's Sweet Pea, Margaret, and Afalandra. The thing is, like, I wouldn't have remembered as much about Afalandra if I didn't just adore her design. I just absolutely love every part of her design. I love that she's twice the size of everyone else. I love like her sort of big innocent eyes. I love her weird little cowboy hat thing. Like, just adorable. So good. But also I love Margaret's character arc. I love her being the one to stand up to Boa, like, even though she was having a bit of a crisis of faith type thing back with Luffy, and she fell on the side of being loyal to Boa. At this point, she's thought about it, and now she's falling on the side of being slightly more loyal to Luffy because of her responsibility that she's feeling. And I think that is, that's just really cool. I hope we unpetrify them and get them back because I do love them. I'm sorry, Sweet Pea, that I didn't have anything to gush about with you. It's just you were compared to a character that they are building up to be likable and that went through an arc, and a character that is exactly my sort of character. So it's a tough thing to live up to. And the other thing is the two sisters, right? Boa Hancock sisters. They both have seemingly, like, they didn't say it was a devil's fruit necessarily, but it acts like a Zoan type devil fruit. So I imagine they are, but they're both like weird snake type. Like, it doesn't look like they're necessarily the exact same fruit, but they look very, very similar. If that was the case, how would they both have a fruit and have such similar fruits? Because isn't that like crazy? Like, both of them having fruits makes sense. They just, you know, they found devil's fruits and they're the top priority to get them. But both of them having very, very similar fruits, did they find them in a pair somehow? Was it like like a bunch of grapes, except it was two different, devil fruits that were connected to one little strand? Or did they like research and try to find specifically like snake-like devil fruits for some reason? I don't know. It might not be something that's ever mentioned. It's just curious to me that two characters can both have such similar devil's fruits and be sisters. Because devil's fruits don't seem like... You can't just go to a store and go like, I want that one and that one. Generally, it's like you take what you get and you just come across or whatever. So, I don't know. Anyway, I think that's it for this one. So, the newspaper. I want to go back to that newspaper. There was like a tiny, tiny picture, and I just wanted to see if it was anything special. Newspaper. Yep. Oh. It's the, what's his name? The Celestial Dragon guy, right? Isn't that who that is? It's the, what's his name? I can't remember his name right now. but it's a guy that Luffy beat the shit out of. Oh, so that's probably what the article was about. The article's probably saying this guy beat the shit out of out of a celestial dragon, so he's extra wanted now, even though his bounty is still 300 million. Interesting, it didn't go up yet. Maybe they just haven't, like, I would think if they were putting that article out, they already would be like, okay, let's bump up his bounty by an extra, you know, 50 million or whatever. Like, because celestial dragons are supposed to be a huge deal, so I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 413 of One Piece. Here we go.
Life is adventurous. Be aware it's dangerous. Gonna find my way, sail away all the way to One Piece.
Recap Rubik's. Here we go. Okay, there's the cube. Done. Ta-da! I'm not gonna do the second cube because there's not gonna be time for it, clearly. I mean, maybe there would have been time for it because they're doing this again. I predict I would have gotten 70% of the way through the second cube. There we go. Alright, see? Just spend some time on my phone. All is fine. Snake pit dance. Snake fruit? Yep. Snake fruit? What? How is that possible? What? There surely aren't two snake fruits. Is it one person that was split into two? Did they somehow split the fruit? I didn't read any of the other information other than snake fruit, by the way. If there was other, like, jaw-dropping information there, I didn't see it. Mm-hmm. Lure me. Oda, you give me that lore right now. What's he doing? He's gonna take off all his clothes. Show them your dick again. Oh, is he getting them to safety? Make sure this fight doesn't hurt them. This will go faster if you help me move them. That's a lot of girl to move. That's very sweet, Luffy. And he's talking to them. I don't know if Chopper would have been able to help. Yeah. Already taken down several warlords, baby. But then another warlord fucking manhandled us, so... Guess it depends. Are you closer to Kuma or are you closer to Crocodile? Okay, that's bad. Alright! Let's do it! Whoa. Some second gear would help here, I think. Because they seem quick. Oh, shit! Spit some venom. Oh! Okay, that genuinely could be very dangerous. Oh, that's cool animation. This arc's had some good animation so far. Ooh, this is good animation too. Damn, just bounced off. Okay, maybe you need like third gear. Or maybe kick into fourth gear. Let's see a fourth gear, Luffy. Maybe that, no, maybe save it for something better. Damn. They are very strong, clearly. It's because of Haki? It's all gonna be Haki. I think the show's just really Really going hard on the Haki thing. Yeah. Woo. This is interesting. Oh. She could predict that. Was that with Haki or was that like mantra or whatever? What was the thing in Skypiea? Oh my god, that's weird. Okay, it's Haki. This is so weird. Oh. Yeah, don't break the statues. Nice. Oh, you threw yourself extra far even though it's sending you to the spikes. Just so that you don't break the statues. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! No! I'm already sad I'm only watching 3 episodes today. I know we still have 1 episode after this, but... Oh! Damn! That was a nice cut of animation in there as well. I'm noticing it a lot in this episode. Are you not at least a little bit impressed, Boa? I kind of had that feeling as well. Holy shit. Oh. She's doing the looking down on you better. It's so funny. There's surely like pictures of cosplayers doing that at conventions, right? No! Are they gonna use her as a hostage? Oh no. Oh my god, you don't want to piss Luffy off. Oh my god. Oh. Damn, this is really bad. I don't know what we're gonna do here. I mean, going 2nd or 3rd gear might help, but... Or 4th gear. I don't know what it is, but do it. Oh my god. No! If you do anything to my favorite girl... Shit! Is someone else gonna step in? Like that girl with the makeup. Black hair? That sounds a bit like Nico. This girl. Oh. Oh, wait, is he gonna Haki? Oh! He's using Haki! Can't believe I didn't even think about that until they set it up. Oh, shit. And it's clearly fucking strong Haki. Oh my god. Froze everyone. Man, if Luffy learns to control this, he's gonna be so powerful. Oh, he knocked out a bunch of them. Maybe a bunch of the weaker willed ones. Completely frozen. Put it down. Yes, good snake. He's making sure there's no cracks. Aww. Careful. I mean, you're just patting the cape there. The Conqueror's Spirit? Whoa. Qualities of a conqueror. Oh shit. Oh man, so many questions. Now I'm not gonna hold back. Oh my god. Man, cool episode. So, Haki is very interesting, especially to like introduce for the first time this late in the show. I think I've said this before, but this is reminding me of stands in JoJo. Not in the way it manifests, but in its function in the show. If you haven't seen JoJo, or if you don't remember, in the first part of JoJo or whatever, there was something like there was a power system that they started to introduce called Hamon or something, and that was gonna be like, it looks like they were setting that up to be the JoJo power system, right? And it like made you stronger or whatever. But then like, you know, they started setting that stuff up for a little while, and then in part, I can't remember what part it was, like 3 or 4 or something, suddenly, out of nowhere, they just completely forgot about that power system and started an entirely new one called stands. And now stands are what JoJo is known for, which is basically like you have like this spirit that like follows you around, and it's like another person that follows you around. And you can summon your stand, then your stand has a certain power, and whatever, right? And so like it was like, you know, the series was already going, and then partway through into the series, they just completely switched the power system. So much so that the old power system wasn't really as relevant anymore. Same thing I feel like happened in Hunter x Hunter, kind of, where Hunter x Hunter, the series started, and like, oh, we started to see some characters and different skill sets they had and all of that. And then a certain way through into when we got to the Heaven's Arena arc, suddenly they started to reveal everything about this really complicated power system called Nen. And then the rest of the show was like based around Nen. And Nen is one of the coolest, fucking most amazing power systems in any show ever. Like, Nen is incredible. This feels, I guess it feels like, from what we've seen, it feels like some of the applications of Nen is like, it feels like, in that like, oh, people have it, like, it seems like a lot of people can train to have Haki and do have Haki, and some people use it without meaning to or knowing that they're using it. And it feels also like if someone is using Haki and someone isn't using Haki, there's like a world of difference between them. Like, you kind of can't really do much to counter it. That's what it feels like here. So it's like, in this battle, Luffy wasn't using Haki and these two snake girls were. And Luffy was being destroyed. And it's like, even though Luffy's probably a better fighter than them or whatever, him not knowing how to use Haki was hugely detrimental. And that feels like that's similar to Nen as well, where it's like, if you don't learn how to use Nen, you kind of can't stand up to Nen users, you know? So really, really interesting that they're introducing it here. And I wonder if it's like, if as this show goes on now, if they're going to like sort of inch it more towards Haki being the dominant power system type thing. Now the thing is, it doesn't invalidate the Devil's Fruits, right? It doesn't. You can tell, because Devil's Fruits and Haki are clearly very different things, and the Devil's Fruit make the character a bit more unique, while the Haki seems to give them more power. So I feel like this, it's kind of more just a booster rather than something to make the characters truly unique. So I don't think Devil's Fruits are going away necessarily, but it just feels like Oda wants to switch it up, as instead of it being like, oh, another Devil's Fruit that basically makes them invincible, instead of doing that, it's like, well, now they have this Devil's Fruit and they're Master of Haki in this way or whatever, or this person has no Devil's Fruit but they're so good at Haki that it makes up for it, or this person has no Haki but they've got such an incredible Devil's Fruit it makes up for it. So it's really cool. It's really interesting. It also makes me wonder if, like sometimes you hit this point in the show where like the main characters didn't know about something for all of this time, and it seems like almost no one, not no one, I will say there probably were other people using Haki, but a lot of other people seemingly, you know, weren't using Haki. And then we like once we learn about it and once Luffy learns it, I bet you that like 70% of the people we come across that are like important figures will know how to use Haki or know about Haki. I feel like that generally happens with series. It's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just funny. It's just a funny way that things like this normally turn out. But I wonder how much, like in the same way that in Hunter x Hunter, once you learn about Nen, you can go back and find moments where other characters were using Nen and you didn't realize that's what they were doing at the time. Now I wonder if you can do that with Haki. Now I know you can probably do it with the Shanks moment of him and the big fish, right? That's the obvious moment, but the thing is that moment also was made more obvious in the live action, that there was something going on there rather than him just being intimidating, that there was actual something being used. So that was clearly Haki, but I'm wondering about like other moments that I don't know about. Like in this thing, they were using Haki to like predict his moves. And was it Mantra in Skypiea, or was Mantra something different? Like there was the thing that they could use to predict people's moves in Skypiea. And I feel like that was Mantra, but I can't quite remember. But is that an application of Haki? And they just called it something different? I don't know. Also, so both of these chicks have the snake fruit. I'm gonna go back to that the introduction of both of them and see like what it says in their little introduction. Because okay, so youngest sister, Marigold snake fruit, model king cobra. Okay. Marigold's, her name is Marigold. Youngest sister Marigold. It's confusing because there's not the punctuation isn't quite the same. But Modaru, yep, okay, yeah. So that's the snake fruit, and then Sandersonia snake fruit, model anaconda. So it's saying model. Like, is model referring to the model of the fruit? But surely that isn't a thing. Or is it just like, I don't know. I don't know how this works. Why would there be two snake fruits, but different models of them? It kind of makes me think like the snake fruit. Like, you know how Chopper he's got a Zoan type fruit, but he's got the different transformations or whatever. If somehow these people have the snake fruit, but they only have one of the transformations each. Interesting. Because another thing that's interesting is that, like, I mean, obviously her name is Boa, like as in boa constrictor, right? Boa Hancock. So obviously she's got snake theming as well, and I guess her power seems to be like charming essentially, and also it's clearly like Medusa type stuff, which is like snakes for the hair. But like that kind of reminds me of like a snake charmer, which, I mean, obviously a snake charmer isn't a snake that charms you, but it feels like that's kind of the interpretation there. But I wonder how this happened. Unless they've already like said how this happened kind of and I missed it, but like can maybe with like Zoan type fruits, because there's different sections, like different transformations in them, maybe you can split them and people get different versions of the fruits or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get on to the next episode. Let's just do it. I discussed that enough. This is episode 414. Here we go.
And the trip goes on because we're the pirate of the mass. To the west, sail away all the way to One Piece.
Okay. Full length. I mean, not full length. Full length is what they say at the start of
full-length videos. Recap Rubik's. I'm using the shitty Rubik's Cube right now. So, if I do shitty, that's why. Alright, that's the cube done. And there's quite a bit of recap left. So I'm gonna now do the second part of my recap ritual, which is going on my phone. Alright, there we go. There we go. Poor full-length people just had to watch me sitting on my phone for half that recap. I didn't mix up 2 cubes. You say that now, but if he activates Haki again... He's got his priorities straight. Oh! He stands strong. Hell yeah. Good job. A little bit of respect, Boa. Alright. Oh, I thought he was just gonna chuck her. Okay. 3rd gear. Oh. Oh shit. Damn, man. They're so quick. Sometimes there's things that's supposed to be quick, but Toei doesn't animate it quick. But this legitimately feels quick, which I like. It has a fume. Oh my god. Oh. Blurring it like that is good. Oh! Damn, man! Luffy's getting fucked up. He can't even land a strike. Oh! Oh my god, again! Okay, it's only when you're breathing it in, like directly at the time. It doesn't linger, by the looks of it. Now he's like Spider-Man. Up he goes! Yeah, stay up in the sky. Just keep flipping around and stay in the sky. Nice. Oh. Oh, just blowing off all of the liquid. That's such a funny solution to that. But it makes sense. Go 3rd gear, Luffy. Oh. They're starting to realize they're not all gay, I think. I think a few of them are like, I think I like men. He's going into 2nd gear, by the way. He's in the 2nd gear pose. Yeah! Yeah! He's got some smoke of his own. She's so interested. Can you react fast enough? Ooh! Yes! Oh, I love the animating it quicker again. Remember how I said in an earlier episode, for some reason they weren't animating it that fast anymore? Oh, shit, man. These characters... Oh. Have genuinely kind of scary designs. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of the Demon Slayer Season 3 demon. With the snakes, the wooden snakes. Oh shit! Oh, slam her down! Awesome. Awesome. Is she down? Like, for the count? So satisfying, him just disappearing. Jet bazooka. Oh, yeah! I love the smoke coming off of it. This is such a satisfying fight. Oh, is she mad? Yeah, she's mad. She's pissed. Oh my god! You just light yourself on fire? Oh my god, that's kind of sick. Ooh. Uh-huh. Whoa! He just leaned back. It's just punching hair. The music. Oh, nice. He didn't even call out that move. That was just a kick. Oh, and she burned her. Oh my god. They're tied together. This is genius. Oh my god. Oh, that was so satisfying. Wait, what was that? Oh. What was it? Oh, he's hiding it. He's hiding it for them. Oh. Oh. He is. Oh. This is really cool. He knows it's important to you. I like that Luffy like respects this. Oh my god. Yeah. I think we might have Boa kind of on our side because he did this. This is really cool. I feel like she respected it. Oh, backstory. Oh, what was that? He's got his priorities so straight. Oh, wow. Is that genuine emotion? Oh my gosh. No, I want more. No. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. No. I can't believe that's the episode we're ending on. I mean, it feels perfect in terms of like, it feels like that was like a nice little 3 episode, like, you know, that feels like a contained 3 episodes in that, like, yeah, if there was a point to leave it off between videos, that is probably the perfect point to do it. But just me as a person wanting to watch more, oh, that's torture. I want to know more. So look, I don't know if I should do this or not, but I think we saw a glimpse of what it was there, and I'm just going to go back and look at the glimpse we saw, the frame or 2 that we saw, because like I didn't quite see, but I just saw that something was exposed. All right, I'm just seeing here now, right? I'm just going to mute it for a second. And what is that? Is it like, it's like a dot, and then like a, it's really hard to see. It's like kind of a paw a little bit, or like a sun.
it looks like some sort of like tattoo or symbol or something, which makes me think it's similar to like the white beard tattoo, but I don't know, man. Like it, like not in terms of it's a white beard tattoo, but in terms of like, it's another pirate thing maybe, but I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what that is, but it's interesting. So, whew, good episode. I gotta say, this is something that I wanna say now, because I feel like with One Piece, Toei get like not a terrible rep, but a little bit of a bad rep with a lot of stuff. Like all of the problems with the show, or not all of them, but a lot of the problems with the show seem to be like attributed to, well, Toei messed up this thing, or they fucked up this thing, or whatever. I want to give them props for stuff that they do right, because like I'm enjoying this show so much, and it's not all because of source material. Like source material is a large part of what makes this show amazing, but like I have to be honest, well, actually give me a sec. Okay, so I have the One Piece manga right here, right? This is the first volume of the One Piece manga, which I own. I only own this volume in physical, but I would love to own more. I would love to just own all of One Piece in manga, really. But the reason I'm grabbing this is because, like, obviously amazing that Oda made this series, and like his everything that he does is amazing. But at the same time, remember how at the start of this series, at the start of One Piece, I talked about how I didn't like One Piece. Like when I was a kid, I hated One Piece. I thought it was terrible. And as I grew up, there were things that I thought were interesting about One Piece from afar, but that I still wasn't interested in it. One of those reasons is because at some point I did look like at the manga and tried to see if it seemed like maybe I could get into it if I start reading the manga or whatever. And so like I started like looking at the manga and stuff, and the thing was, I did not like it still because like you know what, in the first volume it's not even as clear, but in later volumes of One Piece I find it really difficult sometimes to tell what's going on. Like actually in volume 1 it is actually like kind of clear, a lot of the stuff, but like as the series gets more complicated, like it starts to have like panels will have like a lot of text in them, and it'll be kind of hard to tell like scale or whatever. Now I know that like the more practiced you get with reading his style and you know, looking at the stuff, the better you're gonna get at like understanding how the world works in relation to everything. But like from the start it is a little bit of a tricky thing, I feel like. And I've like, it's not like I don't read manga. I read a decent amount of manga, but specifically Oda's style is tricky for me. And so like I would not, I don't think, have had this fondness for the series if it weren't for Toei's animation of it. Obviously I have problems with the way Toei does some things. I don't like sometimes the pacing of certain stuff and all of that. There are some things that I wish they did better, but there's some things that they fucking nail. So obviously all the voices are just great. Like the voice acting is all really great and iconic and amazing. Some of the anime like versions of the character designs are really cool, and the color. Some of the the iconic scenes, they work so well because of the source material and then how they translated that source material. And now, all of that to say, these few episodes, I've seen some nice animation in them, and I'm impressed with them. Like just some quick but really nice, cool moments of animation. And I also don't think generally when I'm watching a One Piece episode there's that many moments where I feel like it's super ugly. Like sometimes there are some shows where there'll be like episodes that I'll be like, oh, the animation's like really bad in this or whatever. I don't feel like that with this show that much. Like, of course, there are like much lower budget things, and maybe it's because I don't expect that much from One Piece, especially like earlier on. I kind of just expected it to be bad animation, but it's impressed me more and more. And lately, I feel like I've found the animation has been significantly improving in episodes lately. So I just want to give them props because I think these past, you know, however many episodes have been really good in terms of the actual visual animation style of it. And so, yeah, I think that's really cool. And something that I had said before is that I wish they animated whenever he went into second gear. I wish they continued to make sure it looked really fast. I like that in this battle, they did that again. Like, he looks really fucking fast. Because I think it was like in the Kuma battle or whatever, he goes into second gear, but then he doesn't look that fast. And I understand it's like, in relative terms, in that battle, Kuma and stuff they're probably moving a lot faster in that battle. So it's, you know, it's not quite as whatever. But like, even in the Moria battle, I feel like his second gear was cool. Like, the way he went into it was cool, and the smoke was fucking awesome, like the way they used that. But I didn't feel like it was that much faster. In this battle, he was fucking teleporting around, and I really love that. Like, I love when he feels like impossible to catch in second gear, because that's what it feels like to me. That's what the power up I feel like should be, to make it feel significantly different from his regular moves. Because remember, without second gear, Luffy is still very strong and nimble and amazing. So we want him to be amazing regularly, and then show second gear is even more amazing, and third gear is even more amazing, you know? So I'm just using all this time. I'm using a lot of time in this video to praise Toei for what I think is really good in this video. Man, this video I feel like is super rambly. This is a 3-episode video, and I feel like it's gonna be as long as 4-episode videos. But yeah, anyway, I loved the moment with Luffy censoring her back. I mean, that's just a really cool moment. Like it's just so great that they're really driving home that he understands priorities, and he keeps saying like, hey, no, like, these people have nothing to do with the fight. Like, and I you know what? I want to go into it even deeper, because I really love that throughout the start of the fight, he's saying like, these people have like, well, at the very start, he says like, look, these people, they have nothing to do with me. I'm the person fucking up. And even Margaret says to Boa, like, it has nothing to do with them. I'm the one that fucked up, you know? So I really like that she was saying a very similar thing, and Luffy saying they have nothing to do with me, and then they get punished, and then Luffy saying they have nothing to do with this fight, so I'm gonna get them to safety. Then he brings them back, they bring him back in, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever happens. He once again afterwards takes Margaret out. They go, why are you doing that? He repeats, they have nothing to do with this fight, it's between you and me. And then they fight, and then her back gets revealed. He jumps on, and then she goes, why are you helping us? And he goes, this has nothing to do with our fight. Which I think is a really great way to do that, because it's driving home that point in all of those ways. But the reason they don't take it seriously initially is because, sure, it has nothing to do with the fight, but it also is something that he wants. It's like something that benefits him, is like getting them to safety. So it's like he can use that excuse all he wants, that it has nothing to do with his fight, and that's the reason we're gonna get them out of here. But they're not gonna take that at face value, because like, they're like, well, I mean, of course you're gonna say that. You're gonna say anything you want to get what you want. So they don't take it seriously. But then later, Luffy proves that he wasn't just saying it, because something else happens that negatively affects the Snake Sisters, and he still does the right thing in that situation. And that's the moment the penny drops for them, and they go, okay, no, this guy is being honest. And if he's being honest about this, then he's probably being honest about the other shit that he's saying. He's clearly a very honest guy. So, man, just really well done, really well written. It was set up so nicely. I'm very impressed. I'm really impressed, especially since this feels like, you know, like a fight that most people aren't gonna really remember too much. Like, they'll probably remember the Haki moment, but then otherwise, you know, this is just gonna be something that's gonna be lost in the waves of what's good about One Piece and whatever. People are gonna forget this fight. But, like, I think it's important to remember, even in fights like this, which are just like little in-between fights between, you know, big climaxes of the show, there's still some really great writing in here. Really interesting stuff. So that's One Piece, episodes 412 to 414. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you liked it, and if you like my vibe, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, all that stuff helps me out so much. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length versions of these reactions. That is the entire reaction. You just sync it up with your own footage. It's absolutely worth it. And early access. That means the next at least 16 or so episodes are on my Patreon account right now. Go check it out. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.